What's going on, everybody? Blair, Mr.NoGimmicK Phillips here. Yeah, I just figured I'd jump on here a little bit, talk about my upcoming fight that I got in a couple hours, and a little bit about my past, a little bit about where I plan on going in the future with my MMA career. So yeah, tonight at 8 p.m., doors open, Bayfront Convention Center. I'm gonna be there. I'm fighting John Ananitis. He's 1-1 as a pro. I'm 1-0 as a pro. I respect him getting in the cage with me. I've been training hard for this. Anybody that's been following my story, I'll be sacrificing everything, chasing this dream, being an MMA world champion, and that's where I want to be. I'm gonna be in the UFC, and I'm gonna be world champion. I've been training for this my whole life, man, in one form or another. Back at high school, I bring my boxing gloves to school, and we get to banging. And even back then, I knew I was training for something. I wanted to do this. I got sent to prison for a little bit. Unfortunately, it sent me back. However, everything happens for a reason. When I was there, I started hitting the weights. I got into great shape. And all with that in mind of when I get out, I want to start training MMA. And this is what I want to do with my life. I want to fight. Fight life chose me. I didn't pick this life, It's not something that I decided to do. It's something that I'm good at. And I feel that it comes natural to me. And I feel like it's my only option in this world. What else am I going to do? Go flip burgers 9 to 5? Work in a factory? I've tried the trades a little bit. It's not for me, man. Working in the steel mills ain't for me. I like fighting. I like training. Speaking of training, I packed up all my stuff and I moved 5 hours away just to sacrifice. There's a school out there, Demolition Fight Team, and sometimes that's what we got to do. The training partners are a little bit more elevated, more knowledgeable. The coaching was a little bit more elevated. I felt like I was missing something in my game when I was training local to where I'm from. So I sought out a different academy. So I got rid of a lot of stuff, a lot of my belongings, things I've had my whole life. I was just like, you know what? It doesn't serve me no more purpose. I put as much as I could fit into a U-Haul. I packed up and I moved. Since I've been at Demolition Fight Team, training under Gary Young, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about the tempo and the pace of MMA. A lot of my training has always been kickboxing or jiu-jitsu. And it's just two different paces, man. When you step into the cage with 4-ounce gloves on and you got 15 minutes to go, the pace is different. The tenacity is different. So that's something that I really learned since training under Gary Young at Demolition Fight Team is the pace. It's hard rounds and it's really changed my gear. Instead of kind of just coasting in third gear, I'm first and second full throttle now. So I'm really excited to showcase what I've been working on here tonight, August 2nd at the Bayfront Convention Center in my second professional fight at the middleweight division. The weight came off easy. Me, I usually I walk around at like 210 pounds. 2 weeks ago, I started my weight cut and I started water loading. I started really dialing down on my diet, cutting out carbs, fiber, and sodium. And throughout doing that process, the weight just starts to fall off me. Sit in the sauna a little bit, sit in the hot bath a little bit. And next thing you know, I'm 185 pounds. I don't really struggle with making 185. I think someday I'm going to be able to fight at 170. I'm entertaining that. I'm watching one of my teammates, Dylan Budka. He just transformed his body. He used to be a light heavyweight. Then he went to middleweight. And now he's sitting comfortable at a welterweight. And him and I are kind of built similar. And I'm watching him go throughout his process. So I think I can do it as well. And it's all about just having that extra edge. People always want to know, why you want to lose weight? Why you want to go from middleweight to welterweight? And it's, at a middleweight, I'm kind of like a littler middleweight. If I go to welterweight, I'll be a bigger welterweight. Well, I'll probably just fit right in. So it's all about trying to have that upper edge on the opponent. We got to do whatever we can do to get that win. Other than that, man, you know how life is. Life is a struggle, man. It's a battle. Nobody hits harder than life, man. Since I moved out to Demolition Fight Team, I left home. I left everything I had. My grandmother passed away like 2 weeks after I moved there. That was really hard. After I moved there, my car broke down. My transmission went out. So I wasn't even able to drive back home. to be with my grandma in her final time in this world, man. And that really that hurt me. But I knew that I knew that this takes sacrifice, and if I can make it through that and continue to persevere, man, like God's got to bless me. You know, I was always told that whatever we put into this world, that God will provide back tenfold. You know, so I'm putting my all into this, man. So something has to work out. The more that I continue to sacrifice, it has to come back to me. You know, I got to be able to get the fruit off this tree of my hard work and labor. You know, relationships since I've been out there have been going good. I've been meeting new friends, networking, meeting new business partners. Got a few more sponsors since moving out there. So business on that end is going okay. I ended up starting a new Instagram just to kind of like revitalize, you know, going pro. So I started that. That's official.mng.814. So go follow me there. And so I'm trying to get that growing now that I'm a professional athlete. Other than that, man, life right now is going okay. I got a job at a drug and alcohol rehab. Anybody knows me knows I'm in recovery. I'm all about giving back to the community. So that's been cool. Got a little part-time job working at the rehab. Helps alleviate the stress of training all the time. And, of course, puts a couple dollars back in my pocket. And I'm able to help people. Continues with my purpose, man. I do this for y'all. I fight because after I win, they give me a microphone. And I'm able to carry a message of hope. You know, I like to let people know that, you know, that you could relate to me. You know, if you're struggling, man, mental health, drug addiction, it don't matter, man. Reach out. Like, I'm here for you. I'm putting myself out into the community. I'm putting myself out on social media. I'm sitting in front of this camera to hope to get your attention. You know, if you're struggling, man, if you need help with mental health, drug addiction, anything, man, hit my phone, hit my number. I'm available 24/7. If I can't help you, I know some people that can. Well, you know, and as long as you're willing to help yourself, because I'm not here about, you know, I'll lead the horse to the water, but I can't make you drink. You know, I'll show you where the water is. You know, that, so I use my social media platform to show you where the water is, you know? And like I said, man, it just is what it is. We're just going to keep grinding and moving forward. I'm probably going to take either 1 or 2 more fights this year. That'll put me at 4-0 as a pro. And then I'm moving into 2026. I'm hoping to get onto UFC Fight Pass, either be fighting for Cage Fury down there in Texas or for LFA, Legacy Fighting Alliance. I'm hoping to get matchmake on one of those higher level professional platforms. And then from there, chase a title, get a title at LFA, and head to the UFC. Be on the Dana White Contender Series within the next 2 years. Maybe get on the Ultimate Fighter, who knows? Or maybe just get a contract straight into the UFC and just keep grinding. So stay tuned. Shout out to all my sponsors. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate anybody watching this video. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. And yeah, let's go, man. Crazy train ain't stopping.